Welcome to the Pathways to Surrender podcast. I'm Michael Warmoth, and thank you for joining us for this guided meditation. Please note that these meditations are recorded in a tropical setting with the windows and doors open, so you will hear birds and other sounds. Try not to let them distract you from the words. Let's take a moment now to just get settled in, get comfortable and relaxed. Maybe close our eyes and take some breaths and just listen to the music before the meditation starts. In this moment, the truth and reality about each one of us is that the loving presence of the infinite consciousness is the source of your being. You are nothing but an expression of that infinite consciousness. And that to know that connection, that presence, and to dwell in the peace of it is our natural state. Is how we are made to live. When we do not experience that connection and do not know that connection, it is because we are actively distracting ourselves and blocking it. We are actively doing something to keep our awareness off of the truth. That means that the only thing there is To do is to stop doing. We come to our journey and practice with the idea that we must do something. There are some steps we must take, some practice we must follow to discover the truth within us. But in fact, the truth is already within us, does not need to be discovered. It is right here, right now. And what needs to happen is that we need to bring ourselves to stop doing whatever we're doing, to keep that connection blocked. We should be aware that there is a great unwillingness within us to stop doing what we're doing, to let go of the way we are holding ourselves and controlling ourselves, that we have become used to being in this state of disconnection and dissociation, and that we feel fear, or we may not feel it, but there is fear. The idea of letting go. There is nothing else to be done. We can't find a way to be good enough, to do the right things, to make peace happen. It is already happening. It is already true. There is probably nothing else in our life that we have achieved by doing nothing. We probably cannot accept that it is even possible. But consider what reality and truth really are. We hear over and over of the infinite consciousness, which is the source of everything, timeless and infinite. That means it is everywhere, everything, always and forever. That means we can't be anything but an expression of that, a part of that. We can't possibly be outside of it or disconnected from it. It cannot be taken out of us or taken away from us. Our problem is that we have free will to imagine and believe anything we want. And so we have created the ego and the identity And then we have decided they are the only thing that's real. The ego is born out of duality, the possibility of right and wrong and good and bad. You can recognize the ego instantly by its judgments and by its always looking for the right thing to do or the right way to be. Or we need to remember that if something is infinite and timeless, it is unified. It is not split or fragmented. There is no duality. There is only one. This is impossible for the ego to grasp. It will continue to protest any way it can when we proclaim the truth. It can offer many examples of how that can't be true. That there is so much pain and suffering, so much bad, that it can't possibly be all perfect. And we will not be able to comprehend how it can be perfect when we are aligned, the ego, the identity, the knowing of the perfection of this moment comes when we are present fully to the truth in this moment. We cannot reason our way into accepting the truth other than remembering the fact that there is nothing else but the truth. We think we have to develop some special ability. We have to learn some new technique. But remember, connection, the truth is our natural state. It is already happening. We are already fully connected. We would not be here right now if we were somehow outside of the infinite, because no such thing exists. We are already perfect. We are already one with that infinite consciousness, that divine, loving presence is already who we are. The choice before us is not whether we are going to do the right thing, but whether we are going to stop doing the thing that keeps us from knowing the truth in our conscious awareness. We are aware. We are conscious. We know the truth is real. Because when we hear it, it resonates within us. And we want that. We want to know the peace and certainty of the truth. Our practice and our journey is one, becoming conscious the ways that we are saying no. Consider this. The truth within you seeks expression all the time. It constantly seeks to express the love and light of the infinite. We are actively engaged in limiting and controlling and restricting it. This is not bad, and it's not a judgment. It is just the consequence of our situations and circumstances. And we seek to undo that, because now we know that we are not in danger. There was a time when being freely expressed felt like a threat to our security and safety. That is no longer true. We have all the creative power of the infinite consciousness within us to manifest and create miracles. If we were to place our faith and trust in that power within us, surrender control, and just let that infinite power be expressed through us, everything would change. Let us decide that we are willing to let go of all the ways that we thought we were protecting ourselves, we thought would keep us safe. Let us agree to be available to that consciousness within us. Let us no longer place our faith and trust in ideas of who and what we are, in beliefs about who and what we are. Let us put our faith and trust in the truth of who we are. an expression of the divine presence of light and love. Our process is one of undoing is not always easy. Fear was the dominant experience that led us to where we are now. Cannot let our lives be dictated by fear, especially a fear of something that doesn't even exist anymore. There is nothing to fear. Let us turn our attention to the present, to the power of this moment, of the potential and possibility of miracles. To the reality of peace and love and joy. Which is the true nature of us. Let us choose that. Thank you for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you would like more information on these meditations and teachings, you can visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Wholeness. These are episodes of meditative teachings designed to help us move to the next step in our journey, letting go and learning to surrender, overcoming resistance. That's Pathways to Wholeness. Look for the next episode soon. We'll be uploading them every couple of days. See you next time.